Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.
Aaron Childress was motivated to become a Marine after 9/11.
And the weight of an injury and the deaths of friends and fellow Marines led him to attempt suicide.
KSN's Jason Lamb has this week's Veteran Salute.
Imagine signing up to serve your country and in a short period of time losing nearly all of your fellow Marines who you grew close to during boot camp and basic training. This happened to Aaron Childress.
Yeah, I wanted to be a Marine when I was little because my dad was a Marine. And so when 9/11 happened, you know, the world was kind of weird for a few days where it was shut down and you couldn't go anywhere and we didn't know what was going on. We were all confused and hurt. You look at the scope of who there was to pick, and there was like Navy, Army, Air Force, and Marines, and I wanted the one that was going to do damage.
Childress was sent to Parris Island, South Carolina.
Finished infantry school, had all my friends there. We were all going to K-Bay together on my orders. Well, my recruiter back home found out about that, and I was supposed to go to this fast company thing, and I didn't know that. It's like an anti-terrorism. All my friends go to K-Bay, and I was pretty broken up over that because like we had been like a tight-knit group. That is actually where things fell apart. Not too long later, every single one of my friends that went to K-Bay was killed in a helicopter accident. It was January 26, 2005.
It was dubbed the deadliest day in Iraq. 31 U.S. troops aboard a CH-53 Sea Stallion helicopter were killed.
You know, I saw like St. Cyr and Kelly and these guys, and I was like, Gordon and Smith, and I was like, nah. Holy crap. I would have been with those guys, and my first friend died in November, my second friend died in December, and then those guys died in January, and it just really seemed to spiral out of control after that.
Childress also lost a good friend, his roommate Bradley, in a car accident.
When you have multiple stacked on stacked, nearly 24 just violent, horrific deaths, I don't think anybody's able to do that.
During this same time, Childress was laid up in a naval hospital recovering from multiple surgeries to repair injuries to his leg and a ruptured Achilles.
And then that's when I had the first sort of ideations, you would call them now, of, you know, I just want to kill myself.
Shortly after Childress was discharged in 2005, he lost another friend.
You don't really have an answer for it, but you have this seed of suicide in your mind of you know, maybe I should just kill myself. And then Twiggs does. What he did was he and his brother, he killed his brother and shot himself.
Childress started to contemplate his exit.
I just wasn't capable of love. I wasn't somebody that was capable of loving other people, and here I am in a marriage with kids, and I didn't take care of this when I could have taken care of it, and now I'm ruining a family. That's what led to me walking into the garage and hanging myself. Obviously, I was found and taken down.
Neuroscientists, doctors, and researchers from across the country wanted to talk to the Marine who survived his own suicide attempt.
Yeah, I've been traveling around the country for over 10 years. I can't even tell you how many places I've gone and spoken to.
I have buried more buddies than I've celebrated birthdays for myself.
Basically every state, and that brought me to California, D.C., just name it, I've been there.
Childress has written a book about what he learned after he killed himself. I asked him if he had to boil it down, what's the one thing he's learned since his suicide attempt?
The biggest thing that I've learned in 12 years of doing this is that you absolutely have to love people unconditionally and non-judgmental. It wasn't quite as easy as I thought it would.
Childress continues to work in crisis counseling. A documentary about his story is in the works, as well as a feature film based on his second book, which is complete but hasn't been released. Here for you, Jason Lamb, KSN News 3.
The Devon James Injury Lawyers here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's Corporal Aaron Childress, who has served our country in the United States Marine Corps and is still active in veteran issues. On behalf of all of Kansas Air, thank you so much for your service.
Absolutely, thank you. It was an honor to continue serving.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the Devon James Injury Lawyers.